Hi, it's Lenneke here from Len's Crafty Life, and this is what I made for Debbie Vignola. She has a 5-year YouTube challenge giveaway going on, and what she's asking for is either 4 tags or 4 fabric flowers. So I decided to go for the tags, since I recently for my birthday got this tag die cut from, it's a Tim Holtz large tag die cut, so it's almost as large as my hand. Now I have got large hands, but so this is what I went for. I made 4 tags here, and I'll show you them. Debbie did not want them decorated that much. I think she will probably store her laces on this, not sure, but she just may. And this is what I made. All the papers come from one and the same paper block. And I really like this paper. It has these beautiful roses on there. And first I used this paper in cards as background paper with all sorts of other things on top. But actually this paper, I think, looks much nicer on its own, because you can see the very pretty roses and flowers, and it's got this shimmer on there. Now I did not put that on there. That was already on the paper. So I'm learning here. Some papers you just have to use on their own, I think, because they look just much prettier. What I did do, I did the same front and back, and I put some lovely lace trim around here. I got this one from Lucy Lee, and I put on some pretty paper flowers just to give it a little bit of decoration. And on the top, and I put these trims. It's like again the same lace trim as this one, and some of it's almost like a very woolly eyelash trim here in the same color as the paper. So that's my first one. This is the second one. I used basically the same technique on all of them, just different papers and different trims. So this again is a different paper, again with that shiny shimmer on there, which I think is very pretty. Front and back is the same, and again it's the same cluster of flowers that I used on the first tag, and it is a different trim, this one, that I just had in my stash. So I used that just to finish off the sides nicely, and put again that kind of like a bluish greenish woolly eyelash trim in there. Then on to the next one. So I've got 2 in the kind of greenish bluish color, and I've got 2 more in the pink color. So I use this pretty paper again with different flowers on here, and this has more again the sparkly glitter on there. I use the same trim as on the previous tag, which just wraps around very nicely. It's scalloped on one side and it's straight on the other side, so I just put that on to finish the edge. And then I picked up within the flowers, I picked up a little bit of the colors of the paper, a bit more pink in this flower cluster, and I used again the same trim here and some pink woolly eyelash trim in there. So that's the third. Then this is the fourth, again a different paper. This is a bit more reddish pink. Well, red is not really, it's a bit brighter pink. I shouldn't say reddish pink. This is very soft pink. This is a warmer kind of pink. So with a beautiful flower, again front and back is the same, and I used a wider trim on this, which again is straight on the back and scalloped on the front. And I used the same cluster of flowers again, picking up the pink of the tag, and again the same trims that I used on the card here. So those are my 4 tags for her challenge. Now I am also doing a paper clay swap with her, paper clay thingy swap. I don't know how you call these. So I made some shapes for her, paper clay shape swap, you could say. And she sent me some keyholes, which I already showed in a previous vid. I'll pop a link to that below as well, and I pop a link to her channel. Please, if you don't know Debbie yet, who doesn't know Debbie, but maybe you don't know Debbie yet, please do check her out. She's a lovely lady. She makes gorgeous things. She's into shabby chic and steampunk. So please check her out and subscribe to her if you haven't already. So anyway, I got some keyhole molds from her, or keyhole shapes that she made in some molds, and she was asking or looking for a swap with some frames. So I happen to have some frames, so I made 3 of these. I think I'll pop these down again. So this is one. I'll send 3 of these very pretty frames, and they're super light. And also 3 of these. They're very ornate. I really like those. And then I also made these. There again, there's 3 of these, which is another little frame. And then I also had some keys, some key shapes. And I asked her, since she had the keyholes, I asked her if she was interested in getting some of my keys, which would go lovely, I think, on projects with her keyholes. And she wanted some. So again, I made 3 of each, 3 of those, 3 of those, and 3 of those, which she can use on projects. And then lastly, I found a clock mold that I totally forgotten about, and she really liked those and wanted some of those as well. So I got 3 of these as well. Now Debbie's had to be very patient because it takes about 2 to 3 days for these, especially for the frames, to dry in the molds. So it took me about 2 weeks to make all these, but finally I will send this package off today to you, Debbie. So I hope you like them all. I hope you like the frames and the keys and the clocks and the tags that I made for your challenge. Okay, thanks. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and see you hopefully in my next vid sometime. See ya. Bye-bye.